Hands-on treatment can obviously help to improve pain, pulling back from aggravating activities and ice and all those sorts of things that a physio is well known for. But following through with the further stage rehab is what we really want to try and promote. So correcting their pain first, but then ultimately they've got a goal. So the patient might be, Melbourne Marathon, October is their goal, and they've got this pain, and yes, we've now got them to a point of pain-free running with treatment, but you want to maximise their performance long-term by sort of correcting those deficits that you've found that are going to mean that they will break down eventually again if they're not corrected. A typical example runner comes in the door, they've got an injury, 9 times out of 10 they want to reduce their pain, that's their priority. But a physio doesn't just help with that aspect. So we can correct their pain with hands-on treatment, but then we want to help to maximise their performance long-term by helping to retrain their gait. Running retraining essentially might be something as simple as just providing cues to their technique, so getting them on the treadmill, observing their running gait and their technique, giving them simple cues to see if that changes their running pain. If that does, great, it's an instant fix sort of thing, but if it's not, it's 9 times out of 10 a lot more complex than that, and you've got to go through more of a specific rehab program to retrain their running pattern. Yeah, very good. Now go back to normal. Yes, there's a lot of change in shock absorption through your knee there, which might be contributing to your injury. And go back to taking shorter, faster steps for me. Yeah, very good. Other things is sort of specific rehab programs, so working out where their strength deficits are. That's in a room where you're testing strength and muscle flexibility and joint range of movement and that sort of thing, and then designing a specific rehab program that they can then follow through with. And that might be coming in here and actually doing it supervised versus doing it daily at home to make sure that they're gonna, get that benefit out of it. So just trying to tuck your bottom under as you go down to really engage these gluteal muscles here. For me, like working with runners, I find that they're all connected. Biomechanically, there's always something breaking down and contributing to other things. So they don't necessarily know that, but for me to look at them, I can go, it's weak here, it's tight here, and that sort of stuff. And we can correct all of this by helping you with your rehab so that in turn improves your technique of running. Often you've got, this big strong bloke that comes in and he's not really the build for running, and then you assess his injury. He's got a hip injury, and the main issue is that he's got weak gluteal muscles, and he sort of says, but I squat at the gym all the time. Like, what do you mean I've got weak glutes? But it's more about muscle activation, and often patients can sort of they do their squats at the gym, but they're not getting that right muscle activation. And when it comes to running, shock absorption is just so crucial. And if the muscles aren't activating correctly to absorb the shock when you run, you can just break down as a result.